Hello everyone. So welcome back again. Another video, another series of lot of discussions that we have on Sprua Life Coaching. And today's guest is one of my old friends, Dipti Gaur Sen Gupta. And you will slowly realize why we have called her here as a discussions process. So Dipti, very warm welcome on our channel.
Thank you so much, Swapna. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to share my story.
Wonderful. We are more than delighted to have you here actually. So Dipti, so we did post-graduation together. We both did masters in computers. Then she got into a very well-known brand, G, and she worked with them for 14 years. That's a long time. And she was at a director positions, right, Dipti? For the IT
Yeah,
department. Yeah.
yeah,
And so you can imagine she traveled across the globe, be it US or Europe or Middle East, different countries altogether. And then after leaving such a career, it's a dream of a lot of people to have such a career and let go of such career for whatever personal reasons. And then, moving on and getting into something very different. I think that's the reason, Dipti, I wanted to have you on this channel because now, because of COVID, a lot of people are looking for other things to do. They don't want to get stuck in the job because उसका भी कुछ guarantee है नहीं खैर अभी whatever job you have.
huh,
So even though you have some passion and liking, now I think is the time to explore that. Yeah.
yeah.
So Dipti, after you took a break from your career, such a brilliant career actually, what made you think? So your passion is, your love of your life is dancing. And I know it
Yeah.
very well because you used to choreograph a lot of dances way back in college as well. And such a fantastic dancer you are already. So,
Thank you.
but
Thank you
what made
so
you
much.
think to, look at it as a career? Because that is a different ball game altogether.
Right. So as you mentioned, taking a break from career, one thing, it's not easy for people who have been working for such a long time.
Mm.
And I know a lot of people can relate to that. It was a hard decision, but it just came upon us because we were shifting countries almost. And as you know, I have two children. So at this point in time, it became a very decision to choose, career, or how do I balance the career and home together. And the choice I made for myself at that point is that I will choose home for now, because obviously my children needed a lot more attention at that point in time, and I had to get them adjusted to the new country. So given that situation, what happened was, all the housework and children and everything got me so overwhelmed that I could not continue on my career. And I had to stay home. And I know a lot of people who are going through this corona period now can relate to what I was feeling, because I was literally locked down at home with kids and housework and everything. And everybody can understand that it's very overwhelming. However, the need to do something for yourself always remained. And I really was very impatient to always, look at myself also somewhere, in between all this madness, you always try to find yourself. And that's what led me to think about what could I do for myself. And I think the only fallback option was something I love the most, which was dancing. So I started dancing at home, and I started making my own videos just for my own happiness. There were no viewers, there was nobody watching me. I made my videos, I put them out on YouTube, and maybe a handful of people saw them. And what happened was that I was also realizing that staying at home is very hard on your fitness level, because sooner or later you're just eating and working and sleeping, and it doesn't give you enough, enough, it doesn't give enough workout. Or so what happens is, when you stay home for such a long time, it takes a toll on your fitness as well. And I started feeling the need to do something more active. I realized that there was nothing out there that would make me very happy, because I don't enjoy traditional Zumba. I hate gym. I don't like exercising. So there were many things where I felt that there was not much option for me to go out there and, do something for my fitness. And that's where, along with a friend, we coined this idea of, how about Bollywood Zumba style or Bollywood dance
Wow.
fitness. So that's where it started. but it was a need to, do something for yourself. It was to not give in to the situation that you're in and find an opportunity.
That's I think important, right now also a lot of people are feeling sad and down and a lot of fear there, but not giving up, and you actually
Yeah,
thought of at least giving it a try. I think that's very important. So but are
right.
you a professionally trained dancer? How do you normally groom yourself?
I am not professionally trained. The only learning that I've had is always by looking at other people, learning from, whatever resources everybody has access to. So it was always because I want to dance. I used to find options and learn new things. And, even when it comes to my whatever routines I do, it's something that I feel very strongly from the heart, and that's what I do. So
Hmm.
no training there.
Amazing. See, but whatever said and done, it's not easy. Matlab, lot of dancers and trainers are already there out, and so many
Yeah.
YouTube channels, and things are always already happening. So when you started a year back, like maybe a month or 2 months, or whatever, in between this journey, did you ever get a moment कि यार ये I feel this may not work whatever I'm trying, या फिर lot of time people also discourage you, यार ये क्या है अच्छा खासा career छोड़ के what are you doing, and यहाँ
Yeah.
पे क्या मिलने वाला है, so dancing and all that. I mean, so was there any such moment or moments, and if at all yes, what is it that what is it that your thought process was, what is the story you used to tell yourself कि, to move on, because it's already a year now and you're still there and rocking. So how was it? I mean,
So one thing I'll tell everybody here is that you have to remember that your dreams are your alone. And if you expect everybody to understand it, if you expect everybody to support you in that one thing, it's not going to happen. There will be many more people who will not believe in you and less people who will actually believe in you. So the biggest decision, whenever you do anything, you have to first choose the thing that you really love to do.
mm,
Because if that's something that you love to do, no matter whether somebody is paying you or not, and no matter whether somebody is appreciating you or not, no matter anything, you will still
mm,
do it because that's something you love to do anyways. So most important is that when you say passion, you have to really understand what passion means. Passion means that you're not going to get money, you're not going to get praises, you're not going to get any support. Plus you will get people who will always tell you that it's not worth doing. So
mm,
you have to fight all that and still stay, and that's really when you realize that yes, this is my passion. So that's the number one thing. Be ready for the storm ahead of you, because all this will happen. It's not a rosy path.
mm,
Second thing, there is a lot of hard work, because if you can just think about it, like with all the housework and kids and supporting your family, after that, when you're trying to pursue a career for yourself, you always have to struggle with your time. It's not easy to find time, it's not easy to it's not perfect. So there's a lot more hard work. You might be actually working 150% just to pursue your own dreams, because you always try to find that night time slot. I end up sometimes practicing. I start practicing 10 o'clock in the night,
oh
and I
my
go up
God.
to 1 a.m. Yeah, I do all the crazy things, because you know what, the daytime is for my kids and my
Yeah.
family and many other things. I do find time in the day, and I try to manage my music and all. But I have had times when I'm actually recording at 10 p.m. in the night, but I have to do it because that's the only way I can make it happen. So it's not easy, it's a lot of hard work, it will take a toll on you. Just have to initial days are always tougher. Once you start getting in the flow, hopefully it won't get better, but you will get used to it.
Mm. I think for females that is a bigger challenge, because you can't just leave your family, and you have two
Yeah,
daughters and in a different country. So you are right now in Germany, and so things are obviously not same as what we have. So you have a lot of help in India, of course not in Corona time, but otherwise you have a lot of household help here. So
right,
things are
right.
slightly easier sometimes, I feel, compared to the country abroad. So, and then,
Yeah.
yeah, completing all that, I don't know how you manage. From where do you get the energy to do, videos at 10 o'clock till 1 o'clock in the night? But as you said, yeah, if Only if you're passionate about it, only then you can do all that. So that's
Right.
simply amazing, Dipti. That's simply
Thank you.
amazing.
Thank you. And I think you'll do it. Anybody would do it. I'm just one of the people, but I feel anybody who really is devoted to what you really love, you will do it. And I would say just while I said it, don't take a toll on your health, because I have come to realize that sleep is equally important. So please make sure that no matter what dream you're chasing, you need to sleep to dream. So make sure you're
Yeah,
getting enough sleep as well.
true. That's a good one. But did you in any time did you have a moment to you thought of just giving it up? Yeah, nahi, I mean, nahi ho raha hai, nahi karna hai. Did you ever have such a moment?
Many times it will happen, because self doubt is something which we very naturally produce. So what happens is, like, there was a time when I just got started with, when I started my dance to when I started my dance fitness classes. I actually started very small in a community center. I took a room, and I just started with a bunch of friends, and they came to the class, and then the word of mouth spread, and I was doing well, and lot more people started coming to my class. After that, we felt good, and we ran out of space, so which was a positive sign. So I moved to the studio, and again I got a self doubt that hey, now I'm moving to the studio, and I'll start charging for my class. Will the people continue? And fortunately, because it was something, what I was doing was really useful to people, I did have people sign up, and they started coming to the studio as well. And then everything was going fine, and suddenly it's the corona time, and everything shut down. The studio shut down, no more classes, and I had to stay home. Everybody had to stay home. So when you are in a profession which requires you to physically be there and physically have a touch point with so many people, then corona was like the biggest deterrent, because everything was going well, and now we don't know how long this is going to
Yeah.
last.
Yeah.
And that moment, I was just sat there thinking to myself that is that it? I mean, for the next so many months, I won't be able to conduct my class, and most likely I'll have people losing interest also, right? It takes a lot of time to build that momentum, and suddenly there was a halt. And one fine day, I just felt that no, this is not how it can happen. So let me do this. Let me collect people online, see who are interested in fitness, and let me conduct a 30-day challenge. That's what I did. And to do that 30-day challenge, I had to give them fitness lessons. So what I did was, I started recording my fitness lessons, and because I didn't have a better way to share, I put it on YouTube, and I shared it with them, saying, hey, this is your 25-minute routine, and everybody who finishes the routine, give me a thumbs up on WhatsApp. And that's how we are conducting the challenge.
Mm.
And while I was focused on that 30-day challenge, and the 30-40 people who came for the challenge, that video started going across everywhere. And from around, I had some 60 subscribers on my YouTube channel, and within 3 months we grew to 5,000.
Wow.
So the same content which we were actually creating for just 30-40 people, I was doing it. It started becoming useful to a lot more people. And I suddenly saw a surge in my YouTube channel subscribers. And then people from across the globe are contacting me, and they're enjoying my routine. So it was a big challenge. The challenge was corona and no physical classes, but I think
Mm.
what I was able to make out of it is, I could use the opportunity that lied, which I never saw, but it
Absolutely.
happened because I was just looking at the positive side and trying to continue doing what I was doing.
Absolutely. From a small community center, now 5,000 plus subscribers and more than 5 lakhs views. I think it is absolutely amazing. Amazing. So
I
that's
would say
about it.
I got lucky.
So, see, you didn't give up. That's the message I want to tell to my viewers. Like, there'll be cases, there'll be people and situations which will try to pull you down, absolutely. But you
Yeah,
have to keep yourself going like you did. And today you must be thinking, thank God I didn't give up that time.
absolutely, absolutely.
So,
And opportunities come in all forms. You will not see them instantly, but that's why I said, stay true to what you really love to do, because I could not stop doing what I wanted to do. It just happened. So people, what they need to take out of this is that opportunities may not be visible, They may look like challenge, but if you uncover the package, there might be an opportunity lying inside.
Amazing. Amazing, Nitya. I just love that. So, so all those ladies out there जो मुझे पता है कि बहुत talented है, they can do lot of stuff, but they think कि you know they are normally on that verge कि यार वो एक step में लूँ कि नहीं लूँ, नहीं यार family affect होगा, will I be able to manage, और क्या करना है, सब अच्छा खासा तो चल रहा है, you know जो है वो ठीक है. So ऐसा बहुत सारा lot मतलब अपने around है ही, you know they are thinking about all those things. So you having two kids and being in Germany and now in this situation, and your daughters are also young. I mean, right? So
Yeah, they need attention. Yeah.
they need attention. So you know, taking care of food and now clean. I mean, everything out there, and then doing all this. So, what will be your kind of mantra or your message to all those ladies out there, especially ladies? I would say because I've seen. For men things are a little easier. I don't want to be biased about it, but balancing these two things for men it is little easier to take out time if they want to learn. Of course they have their own responsibility and challenges, so but generally anybody then I would
expectations are different for them.
Different, absolutely different, exactly. You just can't leave your kids and you know give focus or keep focus on this. So generally then I would say, generally I don't want to be biased here, of course, anybody who wants to pursue their passion, you know, what would be your message?
So one very important message that I have, a lot of people have ideas, and even I had ideas, and I was also stuck the same way, right? Because okay, I dance, so what? Now where do you take this? It can go in multiple directions, but you will only find out where it will take you once you take the plunge. So people wait for 100% perfection before they start, and that is the biggest mistake I feel a lot of people make. You need to get started, because if I would not just start at 0% either. Okay, you have to be 60 to 70%. 70% is good enough. Be 70% ready. Think it through in your head, what you imagine, what you see, where you see the gap, where you see the opportunity. That much readiness is enough, because you know what, don't underestimate the power of the other side. So there is something which is going on in your head and you think this is how it works, and I might have thought that, hey, this is how dance fitness works. But when I physically get to the community center where I started, and I had to face people, and I had to face the actual people who are going to come for the dance fitness, there was so much, I would say, tremendous learning that actually came out of it. So sometimes I attribute a lot of my learning and my whatever little success I've had is from the people who came to my class, because they showed me what kind of dance people really do, how much they can follow, what does it mean to slow down for people in a class, what does it mean to speed up for people, how do you handle different kinds of people in a class. All my training, even though I took a some bit of training around fitness, dance fitness, but I would not say that training gave me enough experience to actually conduct the class. The real experience that I had was when I was really conducting the class. It was on the job. And when you see people, you interact with them, they will give you feedback. You ask for feedback, they will give you very honest feedback. And every time you build that feedback loop back into what you're doing, that's where you start getting better and better. And forget the 100%, now you're going to get better than that also, because you're listening to your customers, you're listening to your clients, you're listening to the people who are utilizing your content or getting affected by it. So don't wait for 100%, get started, and rest of the learning will come on the job. So that will help you, you know, jump the first hurdle, should I get started or not. Second thing I will say is that don't give up too early, because once you get started, so now you cross the big hurdle of getting started, right? The first phase is always the worst. It is because you're discovering, you're new to it, there's a lot of unknown, and suddenly you uncover and everything looks so you know, challenging. It can look like it's not going to work. So you have to give yourself time, and I think you should give enough time to at least be realistic about, you know, how fast it should have happened. A lot of people think that I'll put my first video out on YouTube and it will get 1 million hits, and that's not going to happen. Because, you know, as much as as many people create, as many people are watching, that many people are also creating content. So there's
Yeah,
always competition everywhere. So
true.
you're not going to be the only one. So be realistic, and give it some time. uh, I think, I would not say I've really been successful, but I think whatever little success that I've seen has come through the wait period. While I was waiting, I was still doing what I needed to do. So be sincere and keep polishing your own skills in that waiting period. Don't be just sitting down and waiting.
Mm.
Learn more, experience more, look at how other people are doing it, and keep polishing yourself so that when the opportunity really comes, you're ready for it.
Amazing. That's wonderful. So any feedback, any special feedback, or any such moments where people share their their feedback about how they are doing? Anything special you remember when you receive all these messages from so many people?
Yeah. So the best part about when I started my dance journey was, one of the first messages that I had written to on my YouTube channel, when I was starting it, was that even if one person gets inspired by my channel, I'll consider it successful. And I still remember that line. And today, my biggest success that I see as success is when I see people who would have never danced for fitness, people who didn't think dance is for them, or even if they love dancing, they never went to a dance fitness class or any kind of dancing class.
Wow.
When I see those people step into my studio and want to dance and are the most regular people that I have, that
Wow.
is extreme success. And the same thing happened on YouTube. A lot of people said that, hey, you know what, we love dancing, but we never found something that could be so much, that could make us feel like, yeah, we need to do it. Some people just said that we look at you and we start dancing. We're like,
Oh, wow.
ha, with her we'll dance. So that feels very good, that if I can even tip the scale a little bit and make people feel the need to dance, and they are happy to dance along with me, then I'm obviously happy to dance all the time.
And there are a
So
lot of
yeah,
male
that.
followers you have, right? You said not just females; their husbands are also joining now. A lot of male members.
Yeah. The husbands and kids also, there are so many people who have sent me videos where, because the parents started dancing and the kids are seeing them. So this is another thing we should highlight, that a good, a lot of people have a problem that their kids are spending way too much time on gadgets, because there's lockdown, they cannot go to the playground and they're getting concerned. But so many houses that where my videos were playing, they said that we were dancing and the kids saw the parents dancing and the kids also started dancing. So we don't realize the power that we have to inspire our own children. Even when I'm practicing, my daughters sometimes start dancing in the background, and it's so much fun
I
because
was going to ask you
uh,
that. Do you not dance with your daughters? Are they also fond of dancing? How
oh
is it?
yeah, yeah, yeah. One of the first videos that I sent to my 30-day challenge people was a video of my daughter doing my routine, and that is my 3-year-old daughter doing the routine.
Oh,
So it
wow.
was so much fun because she was just copying all the expressions. But it's a fact that kids copy us. If they see us on the mobile phones, then they will be also on the mobile phones and they will want their iPads. But if you are taking fitness, you're bringing it home. That's why I think some of my home videos are so popular, because when people play it, they see that not just them, sometimes their mothers are dancing with them. There are people who are dancing as families, husbands dancing with them, daughters dancing, kids dancing, daughter nahi, their son and daughters both. But it's so much fun. I think that's been my best experience when I've seen families dance together. And that is huge, because they think that the content that I'm creating is actually suitable for all age groups and nobody feels out of place. So I really really thank everybody who has received it so well.
I think that's the best part because बहुत सारे time parents complain करते हैं कि kids exercise नहीं कर रहे हैं या कुछ भाग नहीं रहे हैं, they're just sitting at home. And this is so
Mm,
much interesting way of making them exercise. They feel they're dancing, but they're also getting exercise during this thing. So I
yeah,
think that's one. And
yeah,
I think plus also family bonding, right? If you're saying the entire family is dancing together, so unconsciously somewhere they are coming together by heart also because it's
yeah,
not just physically being there next to each other when you're dancing. truly there out there, then there is some bonding also that is also happening. So I think that is fantastic.
Absolutely.
So other than money factor, so because if you want to earn money, like as you mentioned last time, also like you can link with the brands, and there are a lot of ways to even make money out of this. But what you get, what you mentioned right now, I think is beyond all that, the
Yeah.
monetary factors.
I think that's a first step, right? So again, we'll connect back to where we started this discussion, right? You need to identify what you really love, what's your passion,
Hmm.
then pursue it no matter what. Because if you pursue it only for money, it's going to be hard to
Yeah.
feel that well for it, because money always overtakes everything else. So you really need to identify what you love. You really need to pursue it with all honesty. Don't think about money at the start, because money is a different game altogether. You cannot do what your heart says and earn money all the time, right? So what you need to do is you do what you feel right, you continue with passion and do it with full devotion. And then as you take the journey, somewhere in the journey you will realize that there is a point in time where it all comes together and money will also come. And if you hear a lot of successful entrepreneurs, a lot of people, they will always tell you that they were just doing what they wanted to do,
Hmm.
and it happened that it became successful for whatever reason. And then the brands come in, the companies will collaborate with you, there will be many opportunities to earn money.
Amazing, Dipti. It was super talking to you, because
Yeah.
I just want to give that positive message out there to everybody right now who's under a lot of fear and uncertainty, that there are positive sides also. Like you started with just one video, or your small studio, and then Corona challenge, you thought a different solution for that. So there were hurdles, but you're finding solutions for every step, and there you are today. I think it is amazing. We wish you a good luck, and I'll be definitely sharing the link of your FB page and your YouTube channel in this video. Andy, thank you so much for coming here, giving your time. And I think the studios are now going to start in Germany as well very soon.
Yeah. So first of all, thank you so much, Swapna, because I really didn't think I'm a kind of person who really should be interviewed at this time. I really consider myself pretty small. We have a long way to go to become anything that can inspire other people. But only thing I'll say is that we all learn from each other. I learn so much from you, and I'm seeing how you are conducting your life, and you're taking up bigger challenges. A lot of people in our circle are doing that. I'm seeing a lot more people are actually coming out. This Corona phase has been very interesting. So
Actually,
many people
actually,
are coming up with their hidden talents, and I'm like, oh, did you do this? And it's interesting that people are getting the time to stop and think.
yeah.
you know so first of all, thank you so much for letting me speak through and share my little experience that I've had. And I'm really really happy. It's so nice to connect with friends, because they always give you so much energy.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Dipti, and wish you good luck, and wish a lot of success in this path.
Thank you, Sapna.
Bye bye.
Bye.